What is crack-a-lack in Facebook? Check out the improved tattoo. Legitly check out my improved Aussie tattoo. That is beyond fucking sick. Yeah, that is legit. Some are gonna done an all-in-one session. That's what's up. Like that was done. That right there was done in one session. Got the upside down cross with the O. That looks dope as fuck. Indeed, it does match my pipe. After I got my tattoo done, homeboy Scotty wanted one too, so Summer ended up cleaning the tattoo gun and changing needles. And then while Scotty was getting his new tattoo done, I made a video petting Scott's family's cat. Yeah, her name's Tiger, and she has really beautiful markings on her fur, and she has these gorgeous green cat eyes. And I couldn't resist the urge to make a cute cat video for Facebook. And the kicker of it is that it wouldn't let me directly upload it to my phones to Facebook, so I waited till I got home. He got a like a miniature crow and a dragon kind of circling each other. Yeah, it's cool looking. Not to mention, Summer was really tired last time she tried to do this, and she didn't go deep enough with the needle, and the ink she used last time was cheap ink. The combination of being tired, using cheap ink that's watered down, and of course, being tired and not going deep enough with the needle last time, that's what caused it to fade. And I think this one will take to my skin a lot better, to be honest. It looks a lot better than the first attempt. Most definitely. Summer was like, oh, you might need to touch up on the green near the Y. And I'm like, nah, it's perfect the way it is. James made a sex pun. That's horrible. I bet you always make sure you go. No, I bet you always make sure to go deep enough. Tell you the truth, Facebook, I've never heard a single woman complain about my skills in the bedroom, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I tend to think that when you can tire a girl out in 4 rounds or less, nope, this is the only Aussie tattoo I'm gonna get. I wanted to get some Ozzy Osbourne knuckles, obviously, and this definitely turned out legit. Summer got it redone. She redid it in all in one session. Last time I tried to do it, she used water-based ink. She was tired and she didn't go deep enough with the needle. And the combination of all three of those things, it faded. But this one's gonna scab over real nicely. It's gonna heal up, and it'll look sick as fuck when it's done healing. I mean, it already looks sick as fuck to begin with, but you know what I'm saying. It'll be a nice addition to the other two that I have. And considering that I'm Summer's fourth person she's tattooed, and this is the first time she's done letters, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. That's actually pretty good. I show off the fresh ink on Facebook. No, it did not mold. She used green ink. What kind of question is that? It's a fucking tattoo. uh, no, she used black ink for the lettering, and then she filled in the O with grass green, and then she surrounded the Z's and the Y with grass green. Like the middle of it's black, and then she outlined the letters in grass green. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It definitely looks a lot better than the first attempt. South Park might have come out with new episodes. I'll have to watch that. I should say I get to watch that. I remember the episode of South Park that they did. It was quite funny. The episode on Asperger's. Yeah. No, the South Park episode on Asperger's has to be one of my favorite episodes. And not just because I have it, but because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck would you name a social disorder Asperger's? That's just mean. Right? That's what I'm saying, Summer. You were awake enough this time, and the needle went deep enough, and used a better quality ink. And I definitely think this is going to heal up quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. Yeah. Now, hopefully, that cat video I made uploaded to Facebook. It should have. That was like the first thing I uploaded when I got home. Was that video to Facebook from my desktop, and then now I'm doing Facebook Live. Bwahaha. What's that, Summer? Summer's like, guess what? And I'm like, what's up? uh, Hell yeah, Summer, that's what's up. Hell yeah. Summer got me an autographed photo of Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, come on. And it's framed too. I mean, you really cannot beat that. And she's really into Pikachu and Pokemon, so I'm getting her this Pikachu blanket that's hard to find. I mean, I'd gladly spend $60 on a blanket. It's totally worth it. But if you're just tuning in, I got this Aussie tattoo redid, and it was done in one session, and the black outlined with green, that grass green outlining the black, that looks freaking crisp and sharp, peoples. No, it's not. I don't know how you would sign a blanket, to be honest. Unless you're like a fabric ink or something that never washed out. If you had a fabric ink that never washed out and you stretch the blanket on a piece of cardboard, then you sign it, yeah. I wish it was though, but it's not. They have Glarf pens to do that, hun. Huh, that's cool. Yeah, if I could get the original creator of Pokemon to sign that Pikachu blanket so that it never washed out, I'd give it to Summer, but unfortunately, the original creator of Pokemon has recently passed away. It's been a couple years, but yeah. Indeed. And when I buy it, I want to carry it in a in like a backpack bag of some sort that I can wrap it in. That way I can carry it home safely and stuff. Or carry it to Summers safely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this mustache goatee combo looking sexy on me. The green pipe's still a little bit sticky from the paint, but as I'm smoking out of it, it's heating up the wood and drying it out more. Well, especially if I go to pick up the blanket, I don't know what the weather is going to be like, and I'd much rather that blanket arrive to Summer in the best condition possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending $60 on it. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Now, what sucks is I can't afford to get Christmas presents for everyone that I want to. Unfortunately, that's not what the holidays are about. But still, I feel like a fucking bum half the time. Yeah, it's the thought that counts, I guess. So even though I don't practice Christianity or anything of that nature, I still celebrate the holidays with good friends and family because that's just the thing you do, you know. Yeah, fair point. That is a fair point, James. I'll definitely have to do that. Now, one thing I hear a lot of pipe smokers on YouTube talk about is, the really expensive pipes, the really expensive tobacco, blah, 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 blah. But I ought to make a YouTube video and explain to people that you don't have to be Daddy Warbucks to be a pipe smoker. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy some ridiculously expensive pipe. You know what I'm saying? And like the finest pipe tobacco. Fuck all that. This pipe, if I remember correctly, it cost me less than $35. Which that's pretty reasonable for a tobacco pipe, because I've seen tobacco pipes go for like $3,000-4,000. And if you have $3,000 to $4,000 to spend on a tobacco pipe of all things, I tend to think, okay, it's your money, you do what the fuck you want with it. But if you're that fucking rich, that's just something you take to the country club to brag to all your rich friends. Oh look, I spent $4,000 on this Dunhill. It's fantastically delicious to smoke out of. You know. And even then, if you don't want to spend too much on a wooden pipe, you can buy a corncob. And corncob pipes are ridiculously cheap. And, you know, the comical hillbilly Frosty the Snowman jokes aside, you know, I've smoked out of corncob pipes and they're decent. And you take good care of them, they'll take good care of you. Plain and simple. But you want something more long term, you're definitely going to want to get a wooden pipe. Clay pipes are nice too, but the unfortunate thing about clay pipes is that they're kind of a bitch to unclog. You need like a long ass paper clip to do it. And you can't unscrew the stem to unclog it. So yeah, if you wanted to go even cheaper than corn cobs, you know what I'm saying? Oh, thanks, James. Oh, I do declare I'm a rich asshole. Oh, new car, caviar, fine cigar. Once more, I'm the pot bitterman. I'm not paying you to sit on your ass, damn it. Oh. And the thing of it is not all rich people are like that. That's just a negative stereotype. Which, surprisingly, everything has a negative stereotype. Everything has that one asshole that ruins it for everybody. That's just life. I remember when I lived in Valley City, North Dakota, and you used to be able to skateboard all the way down the main street. As long as you were watching for pedestrians and you were being responsible about it, no one really cared. Then a couple of skateboarders started vandalizing storefronts and fucking with people, and then Valley City State Police basically said, well, no more skateboarding down Main Street, you know what I'm saying? And if you got caught riding anything down Main Street other than a bike or a motorized scooter of some sort, then you basically, like, even a scooter they were iffy on. Yeah. My plans for the weekend. I'll be paying bills on the 1st, which is Friday, and hanging out with friends. Basically what I'm doing. It was because the way Valley City, North Dakota is set up, like the majority of the town is nothing but hills, you know what I'm saying? So, and the skate park was at the time was literally all the way downtown, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm riding from one side of town to the other on a fucking skateboard, literally all of it's downhill. And I got my skateboard at Evil Twins Skateboards. It was this kick-ass skateboard shop in the very same town, ironically enough. And I still have that skateboard to this day. I don't skateboard on it very much because, one, I'm not very good at skateboarding, and two, the deck is so fucking sick that I don't want to scratch it up. I mean, when I got this deck, it's the full thickness and it's got full pop on it. Literally popping an ollie on this thing is so fucking easy. And Casper has a skate park here in town. It's a little bit bigger than the one in Valley, but you know, Casper's a bigger city. It's divided out. You know what I'm saying? Like Casper's the main section, and then you got Evansville, and then you got Bar None, and it's all just You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, if I ever won the fucking lottery, trust and believe, I'd order a couple of custom-made decks from Evil Twin Skateboards, and I'd send them to Braille Skateboarding. Have a couple of Braille-themed skateboards made, and then send it to You Make It, We Skated at Braille Skateboarding, and then that way, Evil Twin Skateboards would get a plug on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like these professional skateboarders that get a lot of views on YouTube, and then their fans are like, whoa, you got a custom kick-ass made deck from where? And then all of a sudden, boom, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Would you like to see the skateboard that I speak of? 1 second. Trying to remember where I put my skateboard, and then I remembered and looked, and I literally put it on top of my dresser drawer. Like there's my wooden dresser has nothing on it but this thing. Here's the deck I speak of. It's a little scuffed up from skateboarding, but you can see why I like this fucking board. This thing is fucking sick. Even the trucks are black and green, and these wheels are a solid black. And then you got the grip tape on the front. Legitly. And if you look, I really can't tell, can you? Okay, so the best way to do it. Okay, no, never mind. Now the best way to tell the pop on a skateboard is you like right here in the middle, it kind of goes like that. Yeah. So if y'all want a custom skateboard, you know where to go. They do online stuff too, I believe. So if you go to their online website, if they have one, small town custom skateboard shop, you know what I'm saying? Legitly. Yep, it's got that in groove. You can see it right there, or kind of, yeah. This board has full pop on it. If you're familiar with skateboarding, you know what that means. Cheaper skateboards tend to have less pop in them. If they're flatter, they're harder to do ollies on. But this thing is just sweet. I mean, if I went to go have custom boards made for Braille skateboarding and sending them a couple, they'd basically be boards like this with the full thickness and pop and everything. Then I can have the boards shipped to me, or I can go there. Oh shit. I won the fucking lottery. I'd be going down there for rally in the valley anyway and showing off my fucking hot rod. That's beside the point. Beside the point. So while I was in town, I just place the order and I could have them ship it to my mansion's address or whatever, and then I'd fucking send it to Braille Skateboarding. Yeah. Now the only thing that sucks about skateboarding is that if you're running on an uneven sidewalk and you hit a rock, yeah. An ollie on camera, I might just be able to do that. I caught that before it hit the floor. That was ninja. I'm gonna set my tobacco pipe down before I do the ollies. I don't spill anything. Right here looks good enough. Oh, that's failed miserably. Fucking 1 foot. Let's try that again. Let's close the door so I don't eat shit. Get away from that workbench over there. No, I wasn't even it. It's been a while. I'll take it. I'll take that. Granted, I might have fallen off of it as soon as I landed it, but there you go. Not the best at skateboarding, but there you go. Honestly, I don't know. Alrighty, Summer, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you tomorrow. Sleep tight. To answer your question, Sebastian, I don't know how high I jumped, but there you go. Now, even if I manage to stay on the board for at least 2 seconds, that counts. Oh, I thought you were telling. Oh, no, I don't have to go to bed just yet. I can go to bed whenever the fuck I feel like going to bed. I thought that's what you were telling me. I thought TOI was talk to you later. I don't know lingo very well when it comes to like the abbreviated, you know. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, doing an ollie in my studio apartment is probably not the easiest environment to do it in because you're not moving. But, that's right. See, I don't keep up with the abbreviated texting, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind getting a Cradle of Filth band logo tattooed down here. Have it black and then filled in with dark green. That looks sick. No, love you too, Summer. Fuck meth, Sebastian. Fuck meth. I'm not getting a meth tattoo. Meth is nasty, dude. If I want to get a massive, rush going, I drink a fucking Monster before I smoke meth. In all honesty. I would drink Monster before I'd smoke meth, to be honest. Like, fuck that nasty white shit. And I've definitely noticed that the Casper Police Department has been cracking down on crystal meth a lot more than they usually do. I mean, like, going twice as hard with it. You know what I'm saying? see, unfollow, unfriend, block. Okay. That comment just got you blocked and banned from my Facebook, Sebastian. Fuck meth when you can smoke weed, am I right? Now, if I was in Colorado, I'd be able to make a video and do strain reviews and this and that. But I'm not in Colorado, so I'm stuck in Wyoming, you know, making the best of it with just regular old tobacco, you know. Me too. It'd be nice if they legalized weed out here. Wyoming is already going to legalize hemp for industrial use because the oil is so dry in the state that they're losing money trying to use it for a natural resource. So now Wyoming's turning to hemp as a natural resource, and they're going to find out real quickly. Wyoming's going to find out how much money hemp's going to make this state, and all of a sudden they're going to be like, hey, maybe we should legalize weed too while we're at it. So getting Wyoming to accept hemp as a natural resource is a good first step. I mean, the drug war is not over, but it's definitely moving in the right direction. I mean, the drug war towards cannabis, of course. Literally, Summer, no bullshit. And I blocked him, unfriended and unfollowed him for it. I don't give a shit if you do tweak, that's your stupid decision to do, but I'm not going to be your friend on Facebook if you do that nasty shit. Because I don't want it around me, it's bad, and it's just, why the fuck would you want to smoke something that has battery acid in it? That's just fucking stupid if you ask me. Yes, it was, Summer. It was very sad that somebody asked me to say that I should do that. Do I have any funny weed stories? I'll neither confirm nor deny that to answer your question. uh, I may or may not, yes. But, yeah, going to Colorado with friends once in a blue moon when I can actually have time and afford it, pay for gas, you know, and go down, buy a bunch of weed, and just spend the whole next 2 days chilling and smoking, and then drive back with nothing illegal and you're Gucci. You know, once, you know, if Wyoming government actually looked into how much money Colorado makes on weed on a yearly basis, you know what I'm saying? Being as Wyoming is a Republican-run state, Republicans love money, bullshit talks. I mean, money walks, bullshit talks. Yeah, I got that backwards for a second. Well, thank you, Angelo. How's your life going? Last couple of times I've talked to Angelo on chat, um, he hasn't been having the best of luck with life, and you know, who's Kiro? Hell yeah, Angela, that's good. Nice to see that some of my magical influences helped a little bit. So using my magic to help people. See what I'm saying? Facebook. I've done it before. Aww. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that baby bat you saved, Summer. You saw her? That's adorable. What's she doing? Was she all smiling at you? Yes, I can do that. A circle of protection for the United States of America against North Korea's missiles. I call to thee to aid in my circle of protection. I call upon every dark deific force in the existence of hell. I call upon every dark deific force in the existence of hell itself to protect the United States of America and the rest of the world against North Korea's bullshit. And of course, protect us from the missiles. So mote it be in the magical circle. Whoa, dude. I felt that energy that I just put out for that spell right there. I got goosebumps, yo. Not a problem, Jerome. Not a problem. There's a reason why Donald Trump won't take down any of the bullshit in North Korea, because right now North Korea is making us some money with some other deal that they're doing, and or some shit like that. So think about that for a second. I mean, Americans have taken down Osama bin Laden. Americans have taken down Saddam Hussein. I've been using my dark powers to take down ISIS. They're losing territory left and right. You see it on the news all the time. Nope, I don't think Kim Jong Un has that kind of ability, to be honest. I think Kim Jong Un is just a sad, pissed off little Asian man with a tiny ass dick and a female name, and he's jealous of America's democracy, and he thinks he's right and everybody else is wrong. He's your typical dictator. Using his dictatorship to compensate for his small stature. And the question is, do you think I'm scared of Kim Jong Un? The answer is no, I'm not. There's so many shootings in America that practically we're desensitized to violence. So if I'm supposed to be scared of Kim Jong Un, that's laughable. I hate to go that route, but I think I just did. Well, the power of mind control to some degree isn't really a magical ability. If you take weak minded people and a strong minded person, it's very easy to brainwash people. That's how Charles Manson did it. Plain and simple. Now, can you imagine just for 1 second, Facebook, just imagine for one split second. Imagine if the entire world was free like the United States of America. How beautiful that would be. If the entire world had freedom just like the United States of America had. I'm telling you right now, man, the world would be a much happier place. People wouldn't be forced to do things they didn't want to do. It's kind of bullshit that women are forced to wear full body clothing. The only thing they can fucking show is their eyes in some places. Get their fucking toes cut off for showing any ankle, for fuck's sake. I'm being overly exaggerative to a point, but you get what I'm saying, Facebook. A lot of people are jealous of America because of the freedom, and that's just hashtag truth. A lot of countries are jealous of what America has. People want to bitch and complain about how bad America is because Trump's president, but that's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? As long as Donald Trump doesn't try to start World War III or World War IV, we should be fine. I mean, he has no experience as a politician, but he sure as hell acts like one. On his campaign trail, Donald Trump was like, oh, nobody supports the LGBT community more than me, Donald Trump. And then as soon as he becomes president, he tells transgendered individuals they can't serve in the military. Ain't that some bullshit? Like, really, dude? Then Donald Trump talks about how he loves money and how he's a businessman. And here's marijuana smacking him in the goddamn face saying, hey, if you legalize me, you can make a lot of money, Mr. Trump. In fact, if Donald Trump realized that medical marijuana made this country $53.3 billion, or actually, no, it was 52.3 if I remember correctly. But yeah, 52 or $53.3 billion in 1 year. And that was just in states where it was legal. Could you imagine what Trump would do with that kind of money? I think he would shit his pants, and he'd be called Donald Dump, because he's a racist piece of shit. Obama wiretap Trump Towers. Oh, hell yeah, Summer. See, I've never actually held a bat before. That would be kind of cool. One time I saw one. I think, yeah, my dad had taken me to see my stepmom at a play one time in South Lake Tahoe, California. And after the play, the cast was chilling out in this room of sorts, in this little it was like a house, but it really wasn't a full-sized house. It was just like a chill out area for the cast to hang out, you know. And there was a live bat flying around the room. I've seen them hanging upside down here and there, but I never actually got to hold one. Aww. I'll tell you what, Summer, if I'm over at your house next time and you have Kiro with you, I wouldn't mind trying to hold her. And she got that shit on video and then sent it to my phone, I could post it on Facebook. Be like, Gothic King Cobra holding a bat. Very soft, I believe it. Bats are kind of cool, if you ask me. You know, they get a bad reputation for being evil and shit, just like any creepy crawly, if you will. But there's a certain cuteness to bats. You can't deny it. I've seen videos of baby fruit bats, literally baby fruit bats eating the crap out of fruit. And they post this shit on Facebook and it's like, aw. Do you? That's fucking sick. I'll have to check that out. I gotta go to Facebook anyway because I'm trying to see something. Sweet, the cat video uploaded to Facebook. I'm gonna tag somebody in that video. Cool. I'm gonna tag like 4 people in this video. Actually, I know what to do. This will make this much easier because I can't spell worth a shit. Facebook. Don't act so shocked. I can't spell worth a shit. There we go. Just to make this much easier. Boom. All right. See if Summer's got the bat video on the Facebook. I don't seize it. But I bet Kiro's adorable as shit. Sounds good, baby. Let's get a look at this adorable Kiro, yeah? And you know what's funny too, Facebook? Right about the time me and Summer started dating, Kiro, the bat that Summer rescued from the cold and nurtured back to health, also found herself a male bat to hang around. Life's funny like that. Yeah. I have a totem pole of spirit animals, if you will. I know ravens and crows are definitely up there. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, man. That black Cavendish, though. Mm. I see 4 hard-boiled eggs with my name on it. Let's smoke the rest of this tobacco right quick. Smoke the rest of this tobacco right quick. Smoke a cigarette and then eat those eggs. And the paint's fading a little bit, kind of like right there, but you can't even notice it. This is actually the best stain job on a pipe I've done in a long time. Like, this doesn't look half bad. All right, there we go. What the fuck is that? Get off of there. There we go. A little fucking ash on there. I'm like, not get off of there. This is why I'm not setting it in the ashtray till it's done drying completely, because the paint's still a little bit sticky, and I don't want ash getting stuck to this green finish. Yes, they do. Four delicious hard-boiled eggs for a nice little past midnight snack. Ooh. That's the coffee I made earlier. Yum. I took the Folgers dark silk. It was kind of empty, so I mixed it with 2 other things of coffee that I had to fill it back up. I think one of them was Christmas truffle coffee, and the other one was what was it? I think the Maxwell House medium or some shit like that. But whatever I mixed together, it made a delicious combination of coffee grounds. Whew. I like coffee. It perks you right up. Yeah, fuck crystal meth when you can drink coffee, am I right? Seriously, if you want to feel the same effect as crystal meth, you could drink a whole pot of coffee. Like literally a whole fucking percolator of coffee that fucking big. Granted, you'd be pissing every 5 minutes, but that's a lot more natural and healthier for you than smoking battery acid, you know what I'm saying? And the thing you gotta ask yourself, Facebook, is what's in it, and you know what I'm saying? Fuck, cigarettes are safer than crystal meth. I'm just saying. It's not a fair argument to make, but there you go. But as I smoke out of it, the wood's gonna heat up. And if you're holding on to it while you smoke out of it, the my fingers, it's gonna take some of that stickiness out of there. Oh fucking A. You see that? I'm gonna put just a little too much on there when I coated it. But this is an easy fix. Take like my lighter and heat up the wood around my pipe. Wondering if it'll. No, I just. I'm kind of wondering if like a super light sandpaper would take just a small bit of it out so it's not so shiny, but fuck that. I'm not going to use sandpaper. I've been through this process before multiple times, so I know that as I smoke out of my pipe, some of that paint's going to come off, and when it does come off, it's going to leave that green stain in the wood behind. I put a screen at the bottom of my pipe, at the very bottom. Come to find out, that might have been caked on tobacco resin that was clogging my pipe up like that. And then if you don't take your pipe tool and scrape off that ash into the bottom of your bowl when it's freshly hot, it'll build up. And all that tobacco resin will make your bowl smaller. See, I didn't know that. And it might have been just built up wood too, I don't know. But what I do know is I restained my pipe, it looks good, and I made the bowl function again like it's supposed to. This took like a day and a half processing. Yeah, it's still coming off. Fucking use a little bit of heat here to I use the heat of my lighter to dry it faster. Makes you while it's getting hot. Yeah. Oh, bro, there's a big gob of it right there. Like the paint on there is so thick that I could take it my thumb and just go like that and really just spread it. I could literally take the paint on this bowl and use my thumb and spread it. Oh fuck, it's starting to come off right there, yeah. I might have to let this pipe dry for a couple more days, otherwise that stickiness will, yeah. I have to let it dry in the freezer for a couple hours. For like at least an hour or two, because that'll harden it up. And honestly, this wood's pretty thick. I don't think sticking it in the freezer is gonna fuck it up, really. It's a pretty thick pipe. It's got a nice wall around it. Oh, fuck. Is it clogged? I don't want to get pipe ash on my tattoo. It's still healing. And I didn't, so we're Gucci. There's still a lot of that tobacco left in the heel of that pipe of mine. See, I want to go ahead and stick my pipe in the freezer for a couple hours. I'll stick it in there overnight and then let it warm up to room temperature. Let's see if that helps the stickiness of it. Scrape off the contents off that tobacco screen right quick. Get as much of it off as possible. It's really important to scrape the walls of your pipe when you're done smoking out of it every now and then. Because it can build up. Like if you're smoking tobacco out of it excessively, the ash and the tobacco resin, it builds up and it sticks to the wall of your pipe. Next thing you know, you got this big ass fucking wall and you're like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like you're thinking to yourself, okay, wait a second. Why is it doing this? Tobacco pipe should be able to load a full bowl of tobacco in there. Why is it doing that shit? Make sure my pipe is completely unclogged before I put it in the freezer. Just as a safety precaution. Because if your pipe's clogged with anything and you stick it in the freezer, if there's any liquid in your pipe, when you stick it in the freezer, they'll just freeze to it and that'll make the situation that much worse. I don't think we want that. We can't have liquid being frozen to the inside of that. Just no. There we go. I got the stem on there nice and straight. And it's at a nice even level. Alright, I'm going to stick this in the freezer. Alright, quick. Do not count your chickens before they hatch. Looks like a regular egg, but it's hard boiled so that all you gotta do is peel the shell off and eat it. And the nice thing about hard boiled eggs is that they're easy as fuck to make. And if you're going to the gym for a workout, eggs are a good source of protein. You know what I'm saying? So like, make like 11 or 12 hard-boiled eggs and peel them and eat them. And if you're going to work out and you're going to build muscle, you're definitely going to want to have a very protein-rich diet. So everybody know muscles like protein. That's just basic muscle 101. You gotta be very particular with peeling the shell off. Now, peeling the shell off is kind of a bitch, but sometimes cooking sunny side eggs up isn't the easiest. Cooking eggs in general can be rather cumbersome, if you will. There are some people out there who try to cook eggs and they can't, you know. So literally, I'm telling you right now, the easiest way to make eggs is to hard boil them. Literally, you need one thing or two things: a pan, water, eggs in the stove. Okay, that's pan, water, eggs. The four things, but beside the point. Or heat if you count the fifth thing. Okay, electricity that powers the stove or some source, you know. That's just being too technical with it. Uh-oh. God damn it. You see that shit? Because of the spray paints that stuck to my fingertips, it's getting on the egg. I can't eat that. No. Mm-mm. Not gonna waste a whole fucking egg. I didn't think that through. I had to wash that paint off my hands before I ate those hard-boiled eggs. Didn't think that went through Facebook. That would have been bad if I would have eaten that and then gotten like paint poisoning or some shit. This week on 1,000 Ways to Die. That's exactly how that shit would go. See, at least I caught it before I started eating them, and then all of a sudden, fuck, look out. You realize that parts of the egg that are green, like, wait a second. Yeah. There we go. That looks a lot better. Oh, yeah, much better. Keep it on the fingers that don't have paint. It popped, and then, see, this is why I say you gotta be careful about peeling the shell off. Because then you get egg that sticks to the shell. You can try eating it, yeah, no. You know what they need to make? I'm being serious. You make an automated machine that peels hard-boiled eggs. So as soon as you cook them, you stick the hard-boiled egg fresh out of the hot water into the device. You push a button, the device spins, and it takes the shell off your hard-boiled egg, clean off. And then he ejects the hard-boiled egg into a container, ready to go in seconds. No more of this sitting here, do. No, Well, if you want to be more, make it easier, I guess, you'd make a machine that didn't require any electricity to operate. Just like a hand crank device that fucking peels the shell off your hard-boiled egg in seconds. So you're not sitting here picking it out like do. There's an idea, Facebook. That's one shell of an idea. Get it? Instead of saying one hell of an idea. Oh. We're not going to start the egg puns, are we? Egg puns. Exactly. Damn it, I'm trying to save the entire egg, and that's just not going to happen. No, it's not happening. Oh, the yolk came out. Then, then the whites got stuck to the shell. So it's like eating a clam, I guess, you know. Yeah. I'm sure there's a trick to boiling hard eggs to where the shell doesn't stick to them too badly. So that when they cool down, you can just boom, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Well, if you don't pop them when you're peeling them, they stay intact a little bit better. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Now, next payday, I'll be doing a drink combination for YouTube. And I've already tried the drink combination before, so I know it's good. But it's so good that I literally wanted to share it with YouTube. So there really is no trick boiling them a certain way. If they're boiled all the way through, the trick to getting that shell off and so it doesn't stick to the egg is, don't pop it, I guess, kind of very delicately. Yeah. Like I said, a fucking hand crank machine that peels the shell off your hard boiled egg in seconds. So you're not sitting here with a bowl in your lap going, oh, some hard boiled eggs sound kind of good. You make some, and then next thing you know, you're doing this fucking number right here. You know what kind of guns the eggs like? Eggs like shotguns because of the shells. Oh. Like, what's an egg's favorite gun? A shotgun. Why is that? Because of the shells. Yeah. Oh my god, those egg puns. Like, they're just. Even I'm cringing at how bad they are. Fucking watching an autistic peel boiled eggs on Facebook because this is what your life has become. I joke, but all jokes aside, though, get off of it, you fuck. I'm trying to peel this off without tearing the egg to pieces. And it's just not happening. Yeah. You're probably better off peeling them when they're fresh out of the, whatchamacallit, the pan. Like when they've just cooled down, it's about the best time to peel them. God damn it. Oh. Now, I see what I did wrong with the chicken video. Every time I've tried to make my deep fried Doritos Pizza Pringles chicken, I've only made it successful once. And the first time I made it, it was so fucking good. And I made it for me and a couple other people. And it was so freaking good. Then I tried to remake the recipe out for YouTube, of course, and it fails miserably. And it's failed miserably every time. Come to find out that, well, if you bake your chicken legs all the way through and cook them, if you cook your chicken legs for an hour in the oven before you deep fry them, come to find out, it will be cooked all the way through and the skin will actually stick better. Am I the greatest at cooking? No. Far from it, Facebook. Far from it. But the cool thing about food is that you can mix and match different flavors. You're not limited to just black and white, And the cool thing about cooking is you don't have to be traditional. You can fuck around and experiment with taste. And that's how new recipes get discovered. And that right there is the passion of cooking. It's, why they call it culinary arts, because there's an art to it. Yeah. I make the best of a shitty situation. At least I have hard-boiled eggs to eat. That's a better way to look at it. if you very lightly squeeze it and can make that, and you keep squeezing it very lightly, maybe I can make the shell crumble off all the way, right click. I don't know. I'm a perfectionist. And being a perfectionist fucking sucks, let me tell you. You expect things to go perfect, and when they don't, it's like having OCD in some special way. Seriously, like anybody who's a perfectionist will fucking tell you. It's like having OCD. If certain things aren't perfect or in a certain order, it's just like, you know. For some people, it gives them anxiety. For some people, it makes them have self-doubt, you know, stupid shit like that. I ended up having to throw the first one away because I got a bunch of green paint on it. Should have fucking washed my hands before I started eating these, but learning curve, Facebook, learning curve. And really eating the shell of the egg is probably not the best idea, considering it doesn't taste any good. And it's just kind of funky, you know. God damn it. Get off there. You know, an analogy. Fake friends are like this egg shell. Fake friends are like this eggshell. It's flaky. And flaky people, like this egg shell, once you get rid of it, you got your true homies in the middle of the egg. You get rid of the flakiness. You know what I'm saying? A post I had on Facebook earlier, I literally said, sometimes you have to chop the whittled rose off the bush so that the rest of them don't die, or something to that degree. And that was basically a metaphor for cutting people out of your life that you feel personally don't belong in your life at that moment in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much am cutting ties with Steve at this particular time in my life. You know, I tried to give him another chance. I'm not going to go into detail. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not here to talk shit. In fact, I'm not even going to talk shit on Steve. It's just pointless and stupid at this point. I don't want any fucking drama. I'm not going to be his friend at this moment in my time, but I'm also not going to be his enemy, you know. And when I say this, I have my personal reasons for saying it, but I'd rather not talk about it, to be honest. There's like this film that surrounds the egg and the yolk and the white stuff. It's that film that's around the eggshell. It's literally the film that sticks the eggshell to the egg itself. And if your hard-boiled eggs have been sitting for too long after being cooked, the shell the shell on the egg becomes a royal bitch to peel off. So, like I said, a fucking steampunk styled, hand cranked machine of some sorts, to where you got this little deal where you just got done boiling your eggs. You take your tongs, load your boiled egg up into the machine, and then you go, and it loads a hard-boiled egg into a separate container attached to it. And then you turn that crank, and then that thing just rotates, and it cuts the egg shell off your hard-boiled egg clean off without damaging your hard-boiled egg. And then when you're done doing that, just fucking open it up somehow and fucking eject it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, something like that would not be too hard to make, relatively speaking, when you consider all the technological advances we have in society right now. Something like that, you know, it'll look cool in your kitchen, and it'll also have a functioning purpose. There are a lot of people who would agree with me on this. If you're enjoying a nice hard-boiled egg and the shell is a bitch to peel off, then a device like that, because honestly, if it's automated with electricity or a rechargeable battery, I mean, you could make something like that you can plug your phone into. It could have like a charging station for your mobile device, and it could peel your eggshells off your hard-boiled eggs. Be playing music while you're peeling eggs. There's an idea. That'd be way too fancy though. Like, and with something like that, you know what I'm saying? There's like more electrical parts moving. That's more things that could break. Now this one I managed to actually peel all the shell off without breaking it. And that was some time consuming shit. Just so I can do this. And this, you can just dump these in the garbage. Simple enough. You definitely don't want to dump these in the garbage. Don't dump eggshells down the drain of your sink, Facebook. Don't do that. And of course, eating hard-boiled eggs like that, it's a great source of protein and it's delicious. However, it's also messy. You get eggshell all over the place. Yeah, this cold coffee I made is fucking delicious. It was hot at one point, but I'll drink it cold either way. I don't give a shit if it's hot or cold. It's still caffeine. Yeah, there's a suggestion. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the tattoo. This shit is legit. Check that out. That actually looks really good. The first time Summer attempted to tattoo that, the water ink, she was tired and she didn't go deep enough with the needle. The combination of the three things, it washed right off. I like one cigarette left, but I'm saving it for Summer. She doesn't smoke every so often. She does once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But she basically quit. And she asked me, she goes, "Can you save at least one cigarette for me?" And I said, "Yeah, I can do that. I got all this. I got a shit ton of this tobacco left, plus whatever I carry in my carry pouch, you know, so that's not going to be a problem. But the smoke after you eat is where it's at." Aw, sorry to hear it, Summer. Summer has a bat that she rescued from the cold and nursed back to health when it was much, much younger. And it watches over her and stuff. And she made a video of it. She was trying to upload to Facebook, but she lost most of it. Mm. I'm willing to bet you that bat is cuter than Snot. I believe it. Aww. Well, you know, if I was at your house right now, Summer, I'd be cuddling you to make you feel better. Don't feel bad about losing the video. It happens. Technology sucks sometimes. I've been there. I was thinking about also doing an ice cream bread video sometime next month, like a special edition. Yeah. Mixing like mint ice cream, like mint chocolate chip ice cream with a little bit of Oreo ice cream and some peanut butter and some eggnog and some all-purpose flour, and making some ice cream bread. That just shit sounds delicious as fuck right now. Some self-raising flour and some peanut butter and some eggnog, some mint chocolate chip ice cream, and some Oreo ice cream. Melt it all together and mix it together in the same bowl and fucking bake that shit in a pan, turn it into bread. Ooh, look out. Thanks, Parker. I'm liking it too. Girlfriend did an awesome job on that. The redo on that looked a lot better than the original. Now, the first time Summer tried to do it, she was way too tired, and she didn't go deep enough with the needle, and the ink wasn't the best, but it definitely turned out better. Hell yeah, Summer, that sounds pretty good. You know, Jerome, I planned on it if I could pull it off. That's if Keo is in the area when I'm visiting Summer. You know what I'm saying? But that's interesting. See, that's interesting how animals are. Summer nursed Kiro back to health, rescued a bat from the cold, fed it and everything, and then when it was well again and the weather was warm, released it at the appropriate time, and then it took off. And the interesting thing about that is animals are a lot smarter than we give them credit for. Now, even though Kiro wasn't born by Summer, the simple fact of the matter is that Summer took care of her when she wasn't well, and Kiro remembers that. So, in a way, Kiro kind of protects and watches over Summer in a sense. So it's like a pet, and then at the same sense, it isn't. Yeah, this pipe's having the same problem as my other one was. That's not wood, that's caked on ash and tobacco resin. Yeah, as soon as I did that, you see that shit? Like straight up. You just take your scooper, get down deep into the bowl, and because it's wood, that resin will grind right off. You don't even need to fucking use a fucking drill bit to do it unless it's really thick, and then even then you want to be super careful with it. That really is one of the few cons of owning a tobacco pipe is you got to clean them out. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to enjoy your tobacco out of them. Plain and fucking simple. That's cleared out beautifully. Now, cleaning out a tobacco pipe is not exactly the cleanest of aspect of it, but tobacco I scraped off the heel of my other pipe. I'm gonna stick that into this pipe, just like that. Now, leaving that pipe in the freezer for a couple hours won't break it by any means, but what it will do is it'll harden that stain into that wood. At least that's the theory, and that's what it should do. Yeah. And that's another thing too. A lot of pipe smokers on YouTube, when they discuss the hobby, you know, there's not a whole lot of tips out there on cleaning them. And I discovered just recently, if you don't scrape out your tobacco pipe bowls when you're done smoking, it builds up. And then over time, if you don't scrape it off, you're gonna have this thick wall of gooey tobacco resin building into your wall. Because you got to think, when your stem clogs up and you're blowing all that tobacco resin through your stem back into your bowl so you can dump it out into an ashtray, some parts of that are going to get stuck to the side of the bowl. That's just, you know what I'm saying? And then if you don't actually clean it out properly when you're done doing that, and you just seen what I did with my pipe tool, you don't even need a drill bit to do it. You just take your scraper, your pipe tool, you know, your poker, whatever you want to call it, and you know. Another long ass Facebook live stream. Yeah. Anyways, Facebook, I'll catch you on the next one.